Hi again and welcome to our backyard. Today I'm going to try and put up part of the fence around my garden, and it's probably going to take more than one day, but at least today I can get started. And the way I'm going to get started is by putting up a gate. So yesterday I came home from work on my lunch break. And I sort of installed this gate. At least I figured out where I'm gonna put it. I got the T-posts positioned where I need them to, and I sort of hung the gate on it. I was able to do that in about 30 minutes, which is all I really had between driving home from work and then driving back to work. But at least I got some of these basic things done so I don't have to fool around with them today. And it's still not quite perfect. As you can see, it's not quite spaced properly, and it's leaning a little bit to one side, so I'm going to try to fix that today and walk you through how I attach the gate in the first place. So one of my neighbors gave me this cool gate, this really nice chain link gate. And since this is what I had been using as my garden gate, which was an old, really flimsy trellis that I just covered with chicken wire, and it worked fine. It's only a matter of time before it literally just falls apart. I'll probably use that as a trellis for some other plants, and this is just a lot more sturdy and better quality. So I am going to replace it with this new gate. And I found on Amazon, I originally thought to use a chain link gate I was going to have to get the chain link posts and cement them into the ground and all the chain link hardware that comes with that. And that I did actually go to Home Depot and buy them. These posts were like 20 bucks each. Not cheap, and the hinge hardware was like another 20 or 30 bucks just for the hinge kit. So for 2 posts and hinge kit, that was already like 70 bucks. So it's not like I was saving very much money. But then I found on Amazon these really cool little brackets that allow you to attach a gate right to one of these T-posts, which I fortunately already had. And these T-posts, even if I didn't already have them, they're only like 6 or 7 bucks. So these seem to be working pretty well, although one problem I've noticed is that the weight of the gate is kind of pulling the T-post to the side. So even though I did have it standing up straight and level, it's kind of pulling it over. So I'm going to bang it into the ground a little bit more, and then also I'm going to have like a wire fence attached to this side of it, and I'm hoping that will also help to keep the T-post up straight. And then once I have that worked out, I'm gonna start attaching the rest of the fence using T-posts around the edges of my garden here. Mimi, what you doing? What you got? Yeah, are you taking a bath in there?
Yeah.
It's a good thing there's no water hooked up to that yet. We actually have to go to a birthday party in a few hours, but I just wanted to show these T-post gate bracket things that I found on Amazon, because I didn't know that these existed. And if they work, which they appear to, and other people on YouTube have said that they work, this is such a great invention, because a lot of people use these T-posts to hang fences, and it's hard to find, you know, a really good quality gate that you can use with this, and how to figure out how to attach that gate to these T-posts, because as you can see, they're not round. They're good for attaching fence to, but not really much anything else. So I got these things. They have this opening in them and a hinge pin attached on that, and they slide right over the top. This is actually the top part of the hinge, so it goes facing down. They slide right over the top of this T-post here, and then you sort of anchor it underneath one of these bumps that's on the side here, and just tighten up the screw, and it'll hold the bracket in position so that the hinge of the gate can rotate around it. And then this is the bottom part, which is at an angle, just slips over the top here, And once you get it down, it sort of just, I mean, it doesn't even need this screw to be tightened actually, because just by the angle that this thing is made at, it just sort of holds it right there. But you can also, you know, tighten up this screw and make sure that it doesn't slide up and down. Now my gate already had these hinge hardwares on it. I just have to find another screw for this part, and they will slide up and down to, you know, wherever you want to put them on the gate. This one's already there, so I'm just gonna leave it there. This one looks like it used to be right there, so I'll probably just put it there. And wherever the top gate bracket decides it's gonna rest, based on the location of these bumps. Hmm? A whistle? Anyway, yesterday this was perfectly level. The gate being on it may have pulled it slightly over to the side, but still it's pretty level. So I think that if I just drive this T-post into the ground a little bit more, it may make it a little bit sturdier against the weight of the gate pulling it to the side. So that's what I'm gonna try first.
See, I told you!
Why don't you just show it to her? Maybe you can convince her. Well, why don't you play with that one then? That's a really nice one. Why don't you play with that one then? I mean, that one's really nice, you know? The other one's all beat up. Why don't you pretend you're having a lot of fun with that one, and then she'll want it, and then you can take the white one. Or you could just play with the saw instead. All right, so I banged those posts in a little bit more.
Are you taking a movie of me, or are you taking a movie of something else?
Of you.
Am I even in the picture?
Yes, I see you.
All right, the top pin has to go down. Is the gate in the picture?
Yeah.
All right, so put the top one on here. And it's got to go underneath one of these bumps, because that kind of holds it from slipping up. And tighten it up just like this. And as you watch, this hinge of the gate go up here. Alright, how does it look?
Great. Can I stop now?
Alright, looks like it's still hanging a little bit. And I think that's pretty good for our little gate. What do you think, May? Good? And I'm gonna put some fencing on this post and attach it, pull it that way. And all right, so I'm gonna pound in my corner T-posts next. I have two different kinds of T-posts that I'm using here. And corners, I'm using these really big sturdy T-posts like the ones that I use for the gate. But then just along the sides of the fence where it's just sort of holding the fencing up, not really anchoring it, I'm using these, I guess they're called U-posts. If you could see the end here, it's more shaped like a U, whereas these other ones are shaped more like a T on the end. These cost a lot less. So I decided to use these more heavy duty ones where I really need them for some extra strength, and then in the interest of cost savings, I got the cheaper ones just to support the fence along the middle part of it. So I'm gonna pound in my corner T-posts, and then I'm gonna try to set up the portion of the fence that goes up to this side of the gate and try to pull the gate up straight.
Mom, I fell, but I'm okay.
Huh?
I fell, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay, good. Use the ladder. No, this is not. Mommy needs our ladder. Come on. We'll play somewhere else. All right, start by banging this into the ground. Level looks pretty good. All right. Anyway, we finished setting our posts, at least for one corner of the fence, and now we're gonna attach the actual fencing. Pretty excited because we still have another whole hour before the birthday party, so I might actually get something accomplished today. So this is the fencing I'm using. This is a 4-foot tall
I got an alarm.
welded wire fence, and when you buy it new from the store, it comes on a nice tight roll. This is fence that I was using last year, and I am going to reuse it because it's in perfectly fine shape. So basically what I'm going to do is attach this to the post that I've set up and pull it so that it's tight. So here along here I set up some posts, and then this one was the one that I pounded in before, one on the corner there, and then there's our gate. So I'm gonna set the fence all along this corner here of the garden. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is try to stand this fence up and get it where I want it. Anyway, I'm gonna try to unroll my fence, and then I will loop it around the post that I've set. All right. Okay. Oof. So now I'm gonna take this end of the fence. I'm gonna attach it to the post that's holding up the gate. And before I do that, I'm gonna clip these extra wires out so that I have long wires on the ends that I can wrap around that T-post there. Okay, now that I have cut out these extra pieces of wire here, I'm going to use this longer piece, all these longer pieces that are left, to wrap around the fence post here. So just wrapping them around, and then I'm also going to have to cut out a little piece here so it'll fit over the hinge and right here. Hey, we're back. Yesterday we had to stop what we were doing and go to the birthday party, but now we're back and we're gonna finish making our fence.
Yep. And I'm going to make planting spot for my little weed.
Yes, he just pulled out a weed and now he's going to go plant it in the garden.
Right there.
You plant it there?
Yes. So, first, you make a little hole. Then, you put your plant inside. Then, you take it and plant it.
Now put the dirt around it. There you go, see?
Put it up there. That's my little weed.
Yeah. Wonder what it'll grow into. So yesterday I managed to wrap the fence around this post and then stretch it over to that post, and it looks like just putting the fence on really helped this post to stand up against the weight of that gate. So now it's standing up straight and it's not being pulled over anymore. So it looks like my gate is gonna work.
Always be sure to put the fence on right.
Yes, it's very important to put the fence on right and to stretch it tight. So that's what we're gonna try to do right now. So I saw someone on YouTube use this hack where they took one of these squeeze clamps to hold on to the T-post before they fastened it, and that seems like a really smart thing to do. I'm pulling it as tight as I can, which is really hard when you don't have an actual machine to stretch it, but for purposes of just this garden, I think I'll pull it just fine. I'm trying to get this wire on this side of the bumps, and then I'm gonna attach it using these things, which I also saw them using on YouTube. They're like these metal clips that are made especially for attaching wire to T-posts. And before this, I was using black cable ties, and those were working just fine, but it really bothered me that you can only use them once. So anytime I tried to move the fence, I had to cut them off and throw them away. And I'm sure that there are cut up ones just lying around in the grass here somewhere, because they're all over the place. It's really hard to collect them all and then remember to throw them away. Oops! Are you enjoying the sunshine? It's actually like 70 degrees here today. It's just amazing. It's our first real day of spring. We are enjoying it.
I can't put it.
Yeah?
I can't go.
Yes, you're trapped. Captured.
I'm going to take out this screw.
Oh, good luck with that. All right, so this thing apparently just sort of hooks around. This is really hard to do with one hand. And then you drop it. And then this part goes around the back and slips over the fence here like this. Yeah, and then you just have to bend it. Now, he took my tool. Oh, thank you for this beautiful flower.
Eat it.
Eat it?
Yeah.
Whoops. I don't think you're supposed to eat it.
Oh.
Here, hold it. Hey, Baba, can I have that tool?
Yep.
Oh, a hammer. Okay. Then this just theoretically sort of bends down around here. Probably, again, can't do it with one hand. And sticks underneath. All right, sorry, I had to use both hands to get that attached. But yeah, perfect. It's held the wire over here on this side of the bump, which is what I want. I'll stick a couple more on there, and then I'll go and attach that side of the fence and try to pull it a little bit tighter. You can see it's still kind of wavy over here in the middle. I'm back on the other side by the gate now, and I'm just bending these extra long pieces of wire that we left, just coiling them around the T-post here like this. I really hate having to work on fences. Theoretically, if you do it right once, then you won't have to do it again for a very long time, but it doesn't work if you keep changing the border of the garden. So this is a year that I'm going to do it right, and I'm not going to have to do it again next year, right? Maybe I should get her a bathing suit. He loves to water the plants. Actually, he just likes to make mud puddles, but keeps him busy. And hey, Meme, wanna come play with the water table?
Oh, is there any toys?
I'll see if I can find some. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, look who's all wet. All right, now maybe I could get a little bit more work done for the next 5 minutes or so. All right, back to my fence. So I finally got this one piece of fence attached to 2 posts. And it only took me 2 days. Gonna do it. I'm gonna get at least one corner done today. I just know it. Maybe I can even get that corner done. Well, it's the end of the day, and I've been working hard all day, and look, check out my fence. Except for the mistake I made, let me see, right there. I ran out of fence material right there, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just make another gate there, but I'm not sure if I'll just add. I mean, I have like other little small scrap lengths of fence that I could end up putting right there just to seal up that hole. And then this is the part that I was working on yesterday and today. This whole part up. There's my gate. Then I got this whole corner here done. Oops, I better move this. It's one of those scrap pieces. I don't want it to roll in my neighbor's yard. And I got this whole side of it put up too. I am pretty pleased with myself. I got this much done. Now I haven't done the side of it because next weekend's project is going to be to set in this gate, which is enormous, but it'll be a really nice front gate for my garden. And this is probably going to require some concrete. So those metal posts that I have over there, I'm going to actually dig them into the ground and concrete them so that the gate is stable. I don't think that T-posts will hold this one up. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us again today. Thanks for watching us, and you all enjoyed the beautiful weather this weekend like we did. Right, Ba?